Hey everybody, Mike here. Mike's Computer Tips. I'm doing the yard work today. It's hot out here, yeah. And, to me, this is like exercise. I do some yard work, drink some water, do a little more, take a break, do some more. The summer months are the hottest here, like June, July, and August. But, you get used to it. After being here a couple of years, it's like no big deal, because you got to remember that most people go from their house, which is air conditioned, to their car, which is air conditioned, to a store or wherever they're going, and that place is air conditioned. So, like up north, you got to have your heat in the winter. We got to have our AC all year round. But I tell you what, I think it's cheaper than paying for oil and electric heat up north because I did that for some time. But yeah, I mean, to me, it's just regular like anything else. What's really nice about living in Florida, if you've never been here or lived here, and I was trying to move down here even 10 years before I actually did, but that's a whole nother story in itself. But when you wake up in the morning, it's so bright, sun shining through the window. You can't get that up north. Not to. I know there's people that like winter up north, and they would debate me or say, yeah, well, this and that, and the other snakes, and you got crocodiles all over, and this. I mean, come on. I've been here probably 18 years, and if I saw two crocodiles, alligators, that was a lot. Most alligators you'll see here, unless you live all the way south or near the swamps, will be at the Gatorlands. You have to pay to see them. So a lot of it isn't like people say, but it's a different experience. It definitely is, though, because, growing up in New York and living in Pennsylvania for 20 years, I'm used to all the seasons. Summer, winter, spring, fall. And if you think about it, summer is real fast. Spring is quick. It seems like winter takes a long time. And the fall is nice. But those seasons don't last very long. So to me, really doesn't mean too much. After a while, you get used to that. And if you just can't stand the heat completely, even going to the mailbox, I question why people even wanted to move here from up north because, hello, it's hot here. But I don't think about the heat or anything. I mean, we have beautiful beaches here, and I'm not even a beach person. I may go there and look in the, go over and look at the water or something like that. And, there's a lot of other things to enjoy, in Florida. You could, people ride motorcycles, you could do that all year round here. If you don't like the helmet law, we don't have a helmet law. It's good and bad everywhere you go, but I would say that a lot of the stuff that you hear is exaggeration. That there's snakes all over and alligators are going to get you and this and that, and a lot of that is just ridiculous. You could probably live here your whole life and never see any of that, snakes, alligators. I mean, I see a few of them in my yard, those little black racers, but they're more afraid of you than you're afraid of them, and they never come by near people. We have turtles, but I don't see a lot of turtles around here. But you go to the parks and you'll see turtles and stuff like that. So, other than that, I'm just doing my exercise, a nice Thursday morning, and I'm just cooling out, sweating out. I got my water. My wife just brought me a nice thing of water. I'll drink that in a couple minutes. But I'm not even really thirsty, to be honest with you. I just want to get... See, down here in the summer, it rains a lot. Like, it'll rain a lot more than it will rain any other time of year. Like, now it's just starting. But it'll rain a lot until, on and off, until, like, September, I would say. Because this is our storm season. So you'll get the rain, and the grass grows really fast. That's why I have to mow the grass more often. But in the other months, I hardly ever have to mow the grass. Like in January, February, and then November to December. You don't really even have to mow your grass. It's not going to grow that fast. And I don't mind doing it. I have a pretty good sized property, but I can do it with a push mower. And, take my time, do a little bit, sit down, rest, do a little more, rest. By the time I'm done, then I could take a shower. You can hear the rain. It's raining a little bit. The funny thing about Florida is you'll be driving on the highway like 95, and it'll be dry, nice and sunny. Then you'll go up like a mile and it'll be raining. And then you'll go down like another half a mile and it'll be sunny again. That does happen a lot. People say that like it'll rain on one side of the street and not the other. That I would believe that because it's kind of funny the way it rains. But what I like the best about it is we don't get that rain like they get in New York and up north where it'll rain. Today it's raining, so like all day it'll be raining. Here you'll never get that. We could have the worst storm and then it will clear up and you'll get sun. It'll never just rain and rain and rain for like a couple days at a time. I've never seen that. Maybe years ago or they've had that, but all the years I've been down here, it's not. And a lot of people have these airboats, and they take people out in the lakes and things like that. Those are real big down here, those airboats. If tourists want to see like alligators, they take them where they are, like in the swamps, and they'll point them out and stuff like that. Me, I'm not big. I don't want to go out there and see any alligators, It's kind of like when I lived in Pennsylvania. I lived by the Amish country, the horse and buggy people. After a couple of years of being a tourist, you're like, okay, can you go faster, move your cart out of the way? I want to get through. After a while, it just becomes just like second nature. It's not such a tourist thing, People come down here and, they're warned not to go to the beach from up north if you're not used to the sun, because you can lay out in the sun for an hour and, be baked. You have to do it a little at a time because the sun is very, very surprising. You won't think you're getting tan or burnt, but hey, it doesn't take very long. So you have to cover up put stuff on and just, time yourself to how long you're going to stay in the sun. And I'm not a beach person, so you'll never see me out in the sun anyway. I won't be scaring anybody away. Let me open up my water. A friend of mine told me to start doing these vlogs, and since I have a YouTube channel, I said, well, all right, I'll start doing these videos again, because I have a lot of videos on my channel, but I did get away from YouTube for a while. I come back to it and then got away, and now I'm coming back again. So as you can see, I trimmed my bushes and I put mulch down. Looks pretty nice. Every year I put that red mulch down. Some over here too, if you can see it. And then I'm cutting the grass in the back. It gets really, really high. So I'm cutting it. That's my old lawnmower there. My trusty mower. And I have a really big palm tree in the front of my house. And that's pretty cool. When I moved here, it was like a little tree. Not real little, but it was like maybe 20 feet. And now it's like gigantic. This is like huge palm tree. I hear my neighbor's truck across the street. He fixed my lawnmower for me. I've had my lawnmower for like 8 years, and it always ran good. Then it stopped running, and he told me the choke was bad, so I ordered it. And the guy across the street is a nice guy. He has those boats I was saying, and he knows engines, so he fixed it for me. I told him, if your computer ever has a problem, let me know. I'll return the favor. It's really not too humid today. It is a little hot, but now I'm starting to feel a breeze. It's nice to get a breeze, and plus I'm drinking water again. That's my new front door. They just put that on about a month ago. New front door. I had the whole inside of my house all done over. A new shower, a new air conditioner outside, a new flooring. I had a lot of work done. So now when my cat runs, there's no more carpets. I really didn't like the carpets. So now she runs and she slides. When she tries to stop, she'll slide because it's hard. It's like the hardwood type floor now. But what can I say? We bought a new car recently. My wife wanted a new car. There it is right there. It's a Kia. What else? That's all we ever do is buy Kias. Actually, the dealership is right around the corner from my house on the main road. I live on a side street, and when you go up and around, the dealership is like right there. I think we've owned like 6 or 7 Kias in my whole life. Sportage, Soul. We started out with the Soul. I drive a Kia Soul. My car's in the back of that one. And my wife likes the Sportage because it's bigger. So we got that too. So this is retired life, I still work on computers, but I don't have to clock into a job anymore. It's nice to be able to make your own schedule. And, I like it like that, There was a problem in my backyard. There's some new sod all the way in the back. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but about 4 months ago, all the power went out on my street, on this side, my side of the street. It was like 4 houses, and they said that the problem was in the ground because all of our electricity is in the ground over here where I live. So they had to dig up some of my yard, and then they put new sod down. I have a barbecue, but I don't really barbecue. Guess I'm too lazy to barbecue. I love the taste of barbecue, but I'm just too lazy. Maybe I'll do it sometime. But these air fryers spoil you, in the oven. We got a new oven, and my wife is making some dinner in there. The only thing I don't like about the oven is it makes the place hot, and you don't feel it too much, but we have our AC and our ceiling fans on. Everybody in Florida has ceiling fans. It's like, kind of goes with the AC. And what's good about my house is my ceilings are all low, so it's always cool. I don't have to worry about running up big electric bills, AC electric bills, because My AC's on like 79, 80 all the time. People think I'm crazy. They're like, are you kidding? It must be so hot. It's not. It's nice and cool. We have a brand new AC, and now it's even cooler than before, because before, like on 78 to 80, you still felt it. Now it's on 80, and that thing out there is really cooling it. My AC is like 3 times the size of my old one. There's my anchor. Somebody, the last guy that owned my house, put the anchor there. My wife keeps her little statues, everything cats, and she's got some angels out there. But yeah, it's not a bad life living here. Really never thought about moving anywhere else. Really can't complain. I've been pretty lucky. And yeah, I even got a fan. I just found out I could use this as a fan. Really not that hot though. Here's the hose. My wife uses that sometimes to clean the cat stuff. See, my wife is one of those cat ladies. We have a cat inside, and a couple of them come every day, and she feeds them, the stray cats out here. They're kind of afraid of everybody, but my wife, they know where to come to get their food. My wife feeds them in the morning, and she feeds them at night. And we got one that's black and white, and we call that one Yogi Bear. And then there's another one that's big and it's orange. She calls that one Mama, because it's the mother of these little kittens. She had some kittens a long time ago. She calls that Mama. And then there's a little black furry one that runs around and tries to eat everybody's food and scare everybody. We have to watch out for her. We feed that one too, but she doesn't know how to act. She just comes and starts eating the food from the other two, and they get scared and run. And then she starts fights, so I don't know. We have to keep our eye out for them. There's always one cat that likes to start fights with our cats. Don't ask me why. But enough of that. I'm going to get off here, and I hear the rain, so I'm going to have to put the lawnmower away for a bit. And you can hear the rain coming. And it might only last a little while, but still going to put the lawnmower away. And thanks to all you nice people for watching me. I really appreciate it. Mike here from Mike's Computer Tips Vlog. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. And also leave a comment and share my video out. Talk to you later. See you in the next video. Bye.